Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cam Talks Rugby. And what a game we just saw. The Springboks up against the Pumas. Really good game in London, Twickenham. You couldn't have asked for a better affair. And South Africa absolutely packed out that stadium with South Africans. It was supposed to be an Argentinian home game, and they opted for the choice of London. That's actually like a second home for South Africa. So it was full of South Africans. The support was crazy. And what a place to win it at. London's becoming like the second home of the Springbok team. They absolutely smashing it there. I think the last time they were there in London and they had a significant result like this, an important result was against the All Blacks, when South Africa had that record-breaking victory over the All Blacks. And now, obviously, this season they've broken it in the last game. But today we're here to talk about Argentina and South Africa, the game on the weekend. Well, that just happened a few hours ago. And let's get into this analysis. Let's go.
Relocated to round 6, home fixture to take on South Africa. Chocobares.
I love this Priscian Telly for Argentina. He's played the season for Zebra in the URC. I love watching him play. He's got this X factor about him, and I think Argentina look like a different team when they've actually got Priscian Telly at 10. I like having him there. I think he's a super solid player, and he creates this.
He might work out wide, and an opportunity here on the right wing.
It's a good try from Argentina. Really good try. Good try from Argentina.
Del Gui. And it's Argentina who strike first in London. Carrera's 92% off the tee this Rugby Championship, and he's nailed that one as well. Willemse in from fullback to take it at first receiver.
It's a penalty, okay, advantage penalty, high tackle.
Advantage here, South Africa. High tackle was the call. Reinach is going to come around the corner with Norkie, although he loses the ball and the tackle as well. We'll go back. Feinberg and Ngomazulu, although they've lost a bit of ground here. Now Vivas.
That was definitely an easy 3 points for South Africa. I think the first 30 minutes, South Africa started very, very slow in this game. And you're going to see it now in the next 15 minutes. Super, super slow. I mean, it was all in Argentina's control this first half. I mean, fair play to Argentina. They were suffocating South Africa in all fairness.
Benitez Cruz again. Little hand in the ruck there, I think, from South Africa. So a penalty from right in front here. So
Ethan Hooker done really well to put that pressure, reapply that pressure.
no problem for Santi Carreras. Can Argentina get some points out of this visit to the South African 22? They've got a penalty.
Again, just stupid penalties from South Africa. Stupid penalties, mistakes. Argentina looked good in the first half. That's exactly how they wanted to play. They wanted to suffocate South Africa, and they were doing it. They were doing very, very well. South Africa looked like jet lagged. It's like we just got off a flight.
Offside.
Offside is the call.
13. Pouncing on that loose ball. And this is the trouble when you put 67 points on a team the week before.
Santi Carreras for a 10-point lead. Straight down the middle. South Africa with their go-to, the scrum.
This is such an important point and part of the game for South Africa. Super important. And credit to Reinach here. Gets the job done.
Forward. It's loose for Reinach. Kobus Reinach scores for the Springboks. Scrum after scrum after scrum.
And to top it off, Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu.
As it stands, All Blacks winning the Rugby Championship, but it'll be Gerono Prisciantelli to put it over the sideline, and it'll be Los Pumas.
Yeah, so I think the first half, as mentioned, I mean, bit of a boring affair. Well, I wouldn't use the word boring. I think South Africa just got off to a really slow start in the first half. I mean, and they're not looking too bad. It's still 13-10 to Argentina. They're still in the game. But I mean, one thing is for sure, Rassi would have had had a talking to. I think I actually saw was Tony Brown actually having a big talking to the box on. That's what obviously the television shared with us, that you could see Tony Brown kind of like in the guy's ears, because the Rugby Championship's on the line. Got to step up now. I mean, got 40 minutes to change all of this, and let's see what happens.
On the backside from Reinach. That means keep going. Malcolm Marks spins, reaches out and scores the try. Malcolm Marks with a 26.
I want to touch on something here. Just watch Reinach and his work rate off the ball. Here he is here. Just watch his work rate to keep Malcolm Marks in field while the Argentinian player Dalgi is shifting him out.
Test try.
Check Reinach's work rate to keep Malcolm Marks in field so he doesn't get pushed out. I mean, the commentators didn't comment on this. But maybe they didn't see it at the time, but I think it's fantastic. Like, it's just that vision. Reinach had a really good game and he's been playing super, super well for the Boks.
Arceus Neyman gets it away to Reinach.
Again, Reinach, take a bow, bro.
Looking to add the extra 2. And he raises
and Sasha
the
as
flag.
well. Sasha had a very good game. I like the way Sasha played as well. I think both 9 and 10 for South Africa. I love this combination of Reinach and Sasha. I think it's like a combination with youth and experience. And I think it's super, super good, especially coming into these winter tests that are still to come for South Africa.
South Africa looking for their 4th try here in London. Snyman now. Just short the big second row. Reinach's on a hat-trick, remember. Marks looking for his second.
The Springbok forward pack is like a battering ram that just doesn't stop. It just keeps going, and eventually the damn wall will break. And that's exactly what you've seen here. And look, Mbanambi's coming back. Well, he's back now. He played this game. You got Malcolm Mark scoring tries, Mbanambi as well. Jan-Hendrik Wessels can play number 2 as well. I mean, it's Marco Verstappen can do it as well. I think the Springboks are in such a good position in every single role. It really is. It's mind blowing the process that Rassie has started with the Boks to get them where they are today. Every single position is at least 5 or 6 players you can name. You know, some guys are still even playing URC that they're super, super solid. So this is the position of South African rugby right now. It's sometimes it's like watching men versus boys. I'm not saying that Argentina are boys. That's not what I'm saying. Like, they're a really good team. They're a very, very good team. But I'm saying that South Africa, just when they play against opposition, they're just super, super powerful. They've got 23 world-class players. They've got 35 world-class players. Some world-class players aren't even in that 35. They're just a world-class team, and they're showing it.
Feinberg and Gomazulu. Benitez Cruz. Feinberg and Gomazulu under the attentions of Malia, brought it down nicely. Now Colby.
Oh.
Bounce pass across to Bautista Del Guy, who will run it in for Los Pumas.
That's super well read from Dalgi, and you can see because Dalgi is actually the last man in defense for Argentina. So if he doesn't get this intercept, I mean, South Africa could make a huge break because there's no one else. Chakabares is sucked in. It's just Dalgi, and for Dalgi to read this, really, really well read. And I think this is one that maybe Chesden doesn't want to watch back. Chesden's such a good player. He really, really is a good player, but he slipped up here, and I think he knows it. But yeah, I mean, Dalgi, fair play to him, read it really well. It's kind of like that try South Africa's Willie Leroux scored against New Zealand when Barrett just threw the ball in and Willie timed it perfectly. Very, very similar to that. Well done, Dalgi.
Second try of the afternoon. And a glimmer of light for Argentina here.
And this is what Argentina has to keep doing. They've got to stay in the fight. They've got to keep that pressure.
Put on the floor by Steph Dutoit.
Oh, okay. So this tackle, I think it's Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think it's Jan-Hendrik Wessels here. I mean, that he's lucky not to go for a yellow card here. And it's such a like I think maybe this is just a bit of youth and not experience coming in from him because I mean you can look at the time, it's the 76th minute, the rugby championship's on the line. Argentina are a team that come back in the end. I don't know, that's a stupid penalty to give away because if this penalty goes over, it can throw the game into jeopardy for South Africa.
That is late.
Molina.
Advantage.
And it could have been a yellow card. I'm going to reiterate that. I think he's quite lucky not to get away with a yellow card here.
Rubiolo back for another
Select
penalty.
Oof.
Carreras to make it a
And
one-score
then
game.
that, I don't know if it's the rugby gods. I don't know what it is. But I mean, Carreras missed the sitter there, and I know it was very windy in Twickenham. I know it was, but I think that was a genuine opportunity to get Argentina back in the game and potentially throw away the rugby championship for South Africa.
It's hit the right-hand post. Gonzalez chased it well. Argentina still have the ball. In the pocket is
This is
Carreras.
pinpoint.
It's a cross kick for Rodrigo Isco.
What a try! And Rodrigo Isco, I think he plays for Harlequins in the Premiership. I really like the player. I think he's such a good player, and I would love to see him more in the Rugby Championship than we did see him. Hopefully, in these winter tests that come up for Argentina, we can see him play a little bit more. He's a really cool player, one that gets the average rugby fan super excited. He's a solid player.
And Rodrigo Isco will have the final say here at Allianz Stadium. And Santi Carreras will raise the flags once again as he's done all season. Isco with the final try. Rugby Championship titles for the very first time. South Africa.
So yeah, guys, unfortunately, they're not going to show the Rugby Championship being lifted by South Africa. They're going to show another cup that was played for this cup here. Don't know exactly what cup it is, but it's obviously South Africa and Argentina's cup when they play against each other. I think South Africa really, I mean, overall, guys, to sum up the Rugby Championship for South Africa, I think they played super well. I mean, Australia, that game at the beginning where we slipped up, the earlier tests against Italy and Georgia, maybe not the proudest moments for South African rugby and the Springbok team. Still wins though, except for the Australia test. And I think it's just Rassie building something with this team. You know, giving guys a shot. You know, guys like Ethan Hooker, who now is playing. He's played the last two games in number 11 for the Boks. Sasha, you know, giving young guys, Jan Hendrik Wessels. I mean, there's so many players like Kanan Moody, giving these guys shots and opportunities to play, and it's just strengthening the whole Springbok team. You know, the Springbok team is easy a group of 50, 60 guys. Easy. Like, there's guys, I mean, our fourth or fifth lock could probably play international rugby for a lot of teams out there. And I think that's just the reality. So to sum up this Rugby Championship, I think it's a huge success for South Africa, huge success for Rassie. I really do hope that Rassie stays past the next World Cup. I think there's kind of a dispute right now, just checking in if he's going to be signing on for 2031, the next Rugby World Cup. I think that's going to be in America. We don't know yet, but I hope that they just keep signing the guy, because what he's doing with the Springbok team, how he's bringing the average rugby fan to support South African rugby because of just the quality of rugby that the guys are playing is beautiful. And I think amongst the coaching staff with I think it's Flanagan, with Tony Brown, the whole just different type of international staff. You know, you got a New Zealander in there, you got an Irish guy in there, you got a South African in there. I think it's just a whole combination. It's bringing a really quality, good team together, and it's super exciting to watch, guys. But yeah, that sums up the Rugby Championship from South Africa's side. In terms of Argentina, a lot of growth for Argentina this Rugby Championship, claiming both the scalp of New Zealand and Australia. And fair play to Argentina. They're a good young team. They've got a lot of young players that are coming up. And I think Contepomi's was on the right path with Argentinian rugby. I think they're really looking really, really good. So interesting to see how everyone's going to do in these winter tests, especially South Africa and Argentina. We'll be watching them very, very closely. Awesome, guys. It was a pleasure getting on the video for you guys again. God bless you all. Have a fantastic Saturday and a good weekend. Look after yourselves.